What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down Henry Ruggs' route running. He's a wide receiver out of Alabama. I think we could all learn from a lot of the routes that he's ran. Today we're going to be covering a sluggo, kind of this post-dig concept right here, and then we're going to be talking about a post corner, okay? So let's watch this thing. Let's break this thing down. And guys, if you're a receiver and you want to improve your football IQ, you want to get better at reading coverages, recognizing defenses, knowing what a defense is going to run before you come up and snap the ball, please check out that link in the description. Okay, let's get started. The first route he's going to be running is a sluggo here, okay? So the sluggo is 3 steps up to the slant, take 3 steps to the slant, then break this thing back up vertical. Let's watch this thing full speed. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a good job getting that DB turn, and that's all the space that we need, especially when this quarterback gives me a good chance, and we're going to talk about how to win on this jump ball as well. So you see when he comes off here off the line of scrimmage, he's attacking this outside, right? Always number one off the line of scrimmage, we got to be selling vertical. That first step off the line has got to be pushing me vertical. I got to take my eyes outside, and I got to take my body outside, okay? So he takes out 1, 2, 3. Now, when he makes this stick here, very sudden, and you see how he's pushing off the inside arch of his foot, he's not dragging this back foot. He's pushing off the inside arch, and he's getting right up into this next step. That's what I see a lot of people do when they make a speed cut. They bring their pad level back, they bring their chest up, and they drag this back foot because they lack body control, right? We got to be able to push off the inside arch of my foot and open up my feet and open up my hips, right? And that's exactly what he does. No drag, and now he's running. 1, 2, 3. Now, when he's coming over on this sluggo here, I think he does a great job of committing his shoulders to the inside, committing his hips, and that's what gets this DB to ultimately bite. But I think he could have committed his eyes and looked back to the quarterback just for a peek. Just give him those eyes real quick. 3 hard steps to the inside to get this guy to bite even more because he does recover. 1, 2, 3. Right now, when he makes this stick up to the vertical portion of this route, very sudden, right? I see a lot of people run this sluggo, and they'll go here, then they'll go 1, 2, 3, and with this step, they'll reach, and they'll be very slow, and again, they'll drag this back foot, right? We want to be sudden about every single kind of cut that we make. Everything's popping, everything's fast in the ground, right? And then he comes here, and now he's pushing vertical. Now, he doesn't look back for this ball until he knows he's got him by about a couple steps, right? He's not looking back for it right now because this guy's going to be running full speed trying to recover, so I got to make sure that I get some separation before I look back for this ball, and that's exactly what he does. Now, quarterback underthrows him a little bit, so in this situation, when we go up and high point this ball, guys, I get this question asked a lot. How do I win a jump ball? How do I go up and get this ball at the top? We got to be physical, and we got to have a strong grip going up for the ball. We can't go up with weak hands. We got to go up with strong hands, and we catch this thing. We're violent with putting the ball away. You see how he catches, then he turns. Violent putting this ball away. Go up with a strong grip, catch, be violent to the tuck. That's a great job here, working this catch, working this high point. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. So he's coming out. 1, 2, 3, to the inside, bursting up vertical, make sure he's got him by a couple steps, violent with the catch, and then violent to the tuck. Okay, so now he's going to be the number 3 receiver right here. Now he's going to be given like a pressure step, pushing vertical, then breaking this thing off flat on a dig. So we're going to talk about how he's able to get so flat. Why did he use a pressure step? So let's watch it full speed one more time. If you don't know what a pressure step, it's that right there. And now you see it makes this DB fall, and we could assume he gets the ball across the field. I know the clip kind of cuts out, but we're going to mainly talk about his route right here. So you see, he gives this jab to the inside here, this pressure step. Now, what this pressure step is selling, like he's just going vertical, right? He commits his shoulders like maybe he's just going to round this thing off into a dig right now, trying to get to the sticks, but he puts his foot in the ground and then pushes vertical, right? The main thing I want you to notice about this is the speed of his route, because you're going to see what it does to this DB. It's going to get this DB in a back pedal, right? He's coming off here, pressure step, full speed, right? And that gets a reaction out of this DB because we're closing the gap with him and we're being fast. And then when he does decide to round it off, how does he get so flat on this break? Because he's running his arms, okay? What you guys don't understand, what a lot of people do is when they get to this point, their arms kind of come outside their frame and they kind of flail them out, right? That's not balanced. If you run your arms in a certain direction, your hips are going to turn in that direction. So that's exactly what he does. And you can see how flat he takes this thing off and breaks it off right in front of these safeties, right? So that pressure step pushes vertical, ultimately gets this reaction out of this DB, gets him on his heels, gets him to stumble, and then running his hands takes him flat back across this field on this dig. That's what I see a lot of people not do on a dig route when they work it, is they don't run those arms. They make their break, and then they pop up, their arms stop. We got to run in and run out of the break. That's the main thing that I want to get out of this. Let's watch it full speed one more time. So pressure step, push vertical, round this thing off. That's a great route. It's a great job showing how to use your arms at a dig route. Okay, so now he's going to be working this kind of corner earlier. This is more of like a post vertical, right? Almost like a Sluggo route, but a little bit extended. Now we're going to talk about his eyes here, his body, and just the speed of this route, okay? So now let's break this thing down. So when he's coming off the line here, the main thing I want to talk about is this pad level, okay? What I see a lot of people do is they come off the line in this pad level, but when they get to about where this break should be, they start bringing that number up. They start exposing their number. They start slowing down, right? Now, there are situations, guys, where you do want to change up the speed of your route, where you could change. I don't want to say speed. I want to say tempo, right? You change up that tempo of your route because that could screw with the DB's head, okay? That's the situation where we want to change the tempo. But in this situation here, where you see his pad level does not raise up. Now, he doesn't give this violent indicator right here to this post because he wants to sell like, I'm getting the ball right now. I'm just going into this post. There's many ways to run different routes, right? He could give a violent indicator with this third outside step right here and just be violent. No, he just rounds it off, right? And now what does he do? Commits his shoulders to the inside, commits his eyes, commits his hips to the inside. That's what we got to be able to do to get this safety to cheat up like he just did, right? And then when he does, here, 1, 2, 3, just like a Sluggo right now. The one thing I could say here is see how his shoulders are kind of turning upfield a little bit too soon? This is sudden, don't get me wrong. I would like to commit a little bit longer. I'd like to stay like this, and you see how he turns just a little bit too soon. I would like to stay at this angle and then put my foot in the ground and then have that shoot me back up vertical, right? He just starts turning just a little bit too soon, but still, we got what we needed to accomplish with this safety because of my eyes, because of my body, because he came down, right? It's just one little tweak that I'm real picky about. And again, you can see right here, doesn't start looking back for this ball till he knows he's got this guy by about 2 steps, right? Now, this was a little bit better throwing ball than the last Sluggo that we saw. Makes this catch and then bursts upfield. That's a great route here. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. Committing your eyes, no change in pad level, rounding this break off. There are many different ways to run every single route. Let's watch this thing full speed one more time. Coming off here, just rounds it up, sudden stick, just make sure my shoulders stay committed for the full 3 steps, and then burst upfield, don't look until you're open. That's a great job. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will make sure to get back to you, and I'll see you guys next time.